Welcome back to Charleston County RoadWise program, also called the Transportation Sales Tax Program. We're here because there are a lot of people interested in the Maybank Improvements Program. The fact that a project like this seems to be going forward, and we wanted to hear what all of the people who were in attendance had to say. Well, at least as many as we possibly could. We got a lot of pros, we got a lot of cons, but here's one person who made a presentation during the program, and this gentleman explained all of what can be told about this project. His name is Peter Valaket, and I'm going to ask him a few questions, so stick with us. Peter, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
How was the meeting tonight to you?
Well, it was very well attended. We're always happy to see a lot of folks come out and try to learn more about the project and submit their comments.
Mainly, what did you have to say to them in your presentation?
Well, we're asking them to provide their feedback on two alternative designs that are presented tonight. So I provided through the presentation some information on what is included in each design. And then we've asked the public to review the displays that are around the room, and these displays will also be posted on the Charleston County website at www.ccroadwise.org for the public to comment through May 2nd.
Where do we go from here? After we get all of the comments in and the period of commenting is closed, what happens after that?
Well, we'll develop a summary of public comments that will be part of the evaluation that will go into selecting what the ultimate design that would be. And in the future, we would present those conclusions and the public comment summary at another public hearing in the future where the public will have an opportunity to review all that information and submit comments again on the final recommendations.
Now, this project is one of the bonded projects. What are the bonded projects?
Well, the bonded projects are a little bit of history. In November of 2004 and again in November of 2006, Charleston County voters authorized Charleston County government to issue bonds to be repaid by sales tax funds that allow the county to advance construction of these major projects, and that helps the program financially by allowing the project to be constructed at today's dollars instead of allowing inflation to eat up more of the project budget.
That's what I was thinking. No inflation here. We're trying to avoid inflation.
That's correct, yep.
And it seems to be working.
Well, a lot of the projects right now are under construction. So I think it's been a success so far, like Johnny Dodds Boulevard, which is under construction, and Bees Ferry Road, which is also underway right now, and other projects which have been completed, like the improvements on B Street and Courtney Drive downtown, the Folly at Maybank intersection, and the Glen McConnell Parkway widening. And I should also mention Palmetto Commerce Parkway in North Charleston.
Do you expect this project to get underway anytime soon, or what's left to be done now?
Well, we're going to now continue the preliminary design and continue on with the environmental permitting process. That is one of the reasons why we are here tonight, to gain public input so we can arrive ultimately at a preferred alternative. We still have public input that's left in the form of a public hearing, and we still have some time to develop traffic studies and complete the environmental process before we continue to move forward.
What kind of response are you getting from the public here? You've been walking around talking with a lot of people. There are council members out here. What sort of information are you getting from them about this project?
Getting a lot of mixed information, a lot of great questions, a lot of concerns, of course, about tree impacts and traffic impacts, and that's exactly the two major items that we're studying. So I'm happy to hear the concerns and the questions that the folks have. And
as far as those things are concerned, they are taken into consideration, are they not?
Absolutely. That's a very important part of the process.
And there's an environmental impact process. Is that something next?
We are in the middle of that. The public input period is a part of the National Environmental Protection Act, which is the environmental process that we're going through.
And you're hearing from the public about things that they're sensitive to as it has to do with the environment?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about the meeting tonight? Is it what you expected, and are some of the responses what you expected as well?
Well, there's been a lot of responses. This is an opportunity for everybody to get together to see the way the plan is laid out right now. There's probably some tweaks and changes that need to be made. Everybody have an opportunity to look at that and find out what is planned, and then we go from there. So now's the time to find out what needs to be fixed or tweaked now before we spend a lot of money.
Did you expect this number of people?
And I'm really encouraged about it. I mean, it's a much bigger crowd than we had 2 weeks ago, and it's a lot of people who are really interested. They're really looking at these maps. They're asking a lot of questions, a lot of good questions, and I'm glad we've got a lot of people here to answer them.
The Charleston County RoadWise program, also known as the Transportation Sales Tax program, seems to be getting the job done. We're going to be talking with some other people when we return, so please don't go away.